from Arrecife in Lanzarote. Well, I hope it's Arrecife. Am I pronouncing that right? Hopefully I am. If not, I do apologise. So you can see in the background there, we're just in the port. Not really much to see. Give you a quick look. This is where we've docked. It's very early start this morning, and we'll be getting a bus down there after breakfast. Now the reason it's a very early start this morning is because we've got an excursion booked. It's called the Mountain of Fire. So anything called the Mountain of Fire has got to be good, right? So we're going to go up a volcano and we're going to have a look round, and I'm not quite sure what the day will entail. It doesn't really give any details, it just says it's called Mountain of Fire, and that you're going up this volcano, which sounds very exciting. And not many people can say that they're going to be spending Christmas Eve on a volcano, but we are. Come along with me and let's have a look at Lanzarote. We've just got off the ship right there, and then literally right opposite the ship is where we get our bus for our excursion. So there was 2 times that there was leaving this morning. There was an early one and then ours, which was at 9:20. So we're just waiting to get on board now.
There are as well a few black sandy but normally white sandy beaches. The houses have been made by Antonio Padrona. That's another Canarian artist. And the houses here are private houses, okay? But beautiful ones.
Just stopped off on the way to the Fire Mountains at the Aloe Vera Museum. We've got 35 minutes here, so see what this is about. Hello.
Hola.
Thank you. Oh, I've got some aloe vera for the skin.
What is it?
For the skin. Rub it in. It's nice and soft. It's dry skin. Look, it's like jelly.
This is a bit of leaf.
About the salt of the island, marine salt. We can buy some actual aloe vera leaves, plant. So we're a little confused because, yeah, we bought the tickets for the Mountain of Fire and was just expecting to go straight there. And then on the way, you see little bits and pieces, and you've got a guy at the front talking to you and he's telling you about things that you're seeing. And all of a sudden, he starts going on about aloe vera, which, yeah, it's a plant of the island. So we were just expecting to be told about it and pass where the grow them and everything. Next minute we're pulling in and he's like, we're staying here for 35 minutes, there's a museum, off you go. And was like, where's the Mountain of Fire? So now we're stuck here for 35 minutes, which is obviously eating our time for the mountain, which we paid for. So I don't really know what's going on, but here we are. So just bear that in mind if you do this excursion, that you're going to end up in this museum for 35 minutes before you actually get there, which is going to eat into your time a little bit. So just be aware of that one, because it's all about, you know, trying to make you buy things, I think, which isn't really what you sign up for when you get the tickets. And nowhere on the tickets and nowhere on the cruise line information for the excursion says about having to stop off and do this for 35 minutes. So I'm just letting you know so that you don't make the same mistake and just like get sort of shooed off to the side into this aloe vera museum as a bit of a surprise. So I don't know. We can't really get with it now, can we?
Tourist trap.
We're just waiting outside the museum. We've got some views of the mountains, or some of them. Got a restaurant over there, we'll get some pizza.
Oh yeah, that'd be a better place to stop. At least I'm interested in pizza.
So yeah, we're on some random road in the middle of nowhere. This museum. Waiting to go to our actual excursion. I feel like I've entered some sort of Twilight Zone. I thought at first we'd got on the wrong bus.
That we say, and in a few seconds please just follow me. So we go first to the wine cellar just to have the wine.
So we've just stopped off for a second time for another 35 minutes and we're now at a winery. So I am even more confused than I started off at the Aloe Vera Museum. I seem to be seeing a lot of things but not the Mountain of Fire. So we've now stopped off at this winery for 35 minutes. See if we can get some scenery. At least there's a bathroom. I don't mind, but I don't even drink wine. We've got a penny press. It's a trinkets. I like cats. Camels.
Hola. Buenos días.
Oh, look at them. They're cool. €20. Little camel Lanzarote. Little doggies. Closest to Lava Rock I think I'm getting today is my bracelet.
Cat gold, all right. Then on the trays, you can see all the models, not all the sizes.
Yeah.
If you like a different size, a different model, the lady will send you your size, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Oh, there we go. There's the Mountain of Fire. That's what we've come to see.
Wow, I've seen it now.
We've come all the way here to look at a fridge magnet.
Incense burners, trinkets. All sorts in here, innit? It's like Aladdin's cave.
Yeah. Everything apart from Mountain of Fire.
I don't think we're seeing that. We're doing a drive-by at this rate. Filmed some of this on the way in, but now that we're not moving, I can show you a little bit better. So these are like the fields where they grow all the grapes for the wine, and it's quite unique the way that they do it, 'cause they like dig holes in the ground, and then in each one it has all the fruit in there ready to make the wine, so you can see it all the way up the mountains as well, and it goes on for a few miles. If you like wine, you're going to love this. You can smell all the wines in here. This is where you can buy them all. Got lots of different ones. I think the bus driver was saying that you get one free sample, and then any after that obviously you have to pay for. And these are all the wine barrels. wine smasher. Grape smasher.
Yeah, I think it's a press.
Yeah, I think that's a grape smasher. So, like we said, we're a little bit baffled by this because nowhere on anything when we was booking it said about any of these stop-offs, so it's all a big surprise. We was just expecting to go straight to the mountain, have your day at the mountain and then come back. Obviously if it said somewhere and you was expecting it, then that's different, but we wasn't. And it's now 11:15 and I'm sure it said you get back to the bus at 1, so given that we're not even at the mountain that we've paid for yet, we're not going to get much time there. So at the moment this excursion for us is very, very disappointing. I'll always be honest with you guys on here, that way you don't make the same mistakes and you know what to expect, what's good, what's not good. And at the moment I don't think that this excursion is worth it so far, given that we've not even seen the mountain that we've paid for. We've stopped off and we've seen Aloe Vera. You know, everyone's come back with bags of aloe vera. Now we're stopping off at a winery and everyone's buying wine. It just seems like it's just a bit of a... It feels almost like we're being scammed into buying things that we never intended to buy. It's a bit of a tourist trap in a way. So, yeah, I'm not very impressed so far with this excursion. So hopefully the mountain will make up for all of this, but we shall see. Will we even see it? Who knows? Given that we're almost due back at the ship for 1 o'clock, which is what the ticket time said we'll be back to the ship for, and it's on, you know, it's getting on now. So yeah, we'll see. But at least we've got some nice views from here of the mountains, and I think those guys down there are. It looks like they're raking the ground, ready to put some grapes in. Closer look at them working. There we go. And some of the fruit, look, I don't know if that's coming out on camera, but you can see all the fruit in this
Lemons.
this plant here. I think it's lemons or limes by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like lemons, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look like lemons. Yeah, it's definitely a lemon tree, this one. You can see all the fruit in there. But there's a little cafe here as well, just on the end there. Snacks, drinks, you can get a coffee, tea, juice, a little sit down. So if you don't drink wine like us, there's always other options.
During 6 years, and the most fertile part of the island was covered with this layer of lava, 172 square kilometers, quite 1/4 of the total surface of the island.
Ooh, they're quite warm. Oh, the Ben.
I've dropped mine.
That's your lot, I know. They was hot, aren't they? I wouldn't dare ask him for any more.
No, don't think
Got to carry these around all day now to get back to the ship. Keep me warm.
Come back, you probably find a few in your shoes later.
Yeah, keep my feet warm. Always bringing some more. Can't got an handful of stones. Go back to the earth, little stones.
Mira, Oli. Oli.
barbecue I explained to you before. For your security, don't touch anything. It's really hot inside. The ground is as well too hot. And if you're going to take photographs, don't approach your camera to the heat or you risk to break your camera. Okay? Now on the barbecue you will see chicken. It's only there as decoration, right? Not for us. Touch anything, just leave the chicken just there.
Whoa, this looks delicious. Cooking on the natural heat. It's lovely and warm. Oh, looks very delicious. And then this is the restaurant. It's a massive place and you get views all the way around of the volcano. There's a bar. You get ice creams, drinks, food, cakes. Let's have a look what they've got around the other side. And they've got all sandwiches.
Can we get a sandwich?
Some fresh orange juice. We've got cranberry muffin, which looks delicious. And then we've got a chicken sandwich. It was supposed to have like guacamole and tomato and I don't know what in it, but we've ended up with a plain one. It's got a little slither of guacamole there, but that's it. So we'll go with it. We mostly just wanted to try the chicken because of the way that it's cooked here on the volcano heat. So we only have 15 minutes here and we've only got 10 now because we've eaten that sandwich, so we better get a move on. Okay, let's see if we can have a look at some of these views. Down in the fire pit. Some heat coming from there. It's a pity that you do those other stop-offs and don't get your full time here because we've only got 15 minutes. We haven't had a chance to see the store or the other cafe. It's all very rushed.
Between 1726 and 1730, frequent earthquakes and loud underground rumblings caused panic among the population of the interior, who fled, seeking refuge in Teguise and Arrecife. The eruption took place towards the end of the summer of 1730, on the evening of the 1st of September. The events that then occurred were recorded in the manuscripts of an exceptional witness, the priest of Yaitse, Don Andres Lorenzo Corbello, who wrote, "Between 9 and 10 o'clock in the evening, the earth suddenly opened near Timanfaya, 2 leagues from Yaitse. During the first night, an enormous mountain arose out of the heart of the earth. The flames, which came out of its apex, went on burning for 19 days. This signaled the beginning of the most important period of volcanic activity in the history of the Canary Islands. It lasted for 6 years, with phases of varying intensity, during which streams of molten lava registering 800 degrees centigrade and enormous showers of ashes destroyed every last vestige of life." Wide rivers of molten lava flowed through fractures which opened at the base of many of the volcanoes which originated during the eruptions. The Virgin's Mantle is the most emblematic ornito, or small oven, in the Fire Mountains. These structures form when the accumulation of gases in the tunnel interiors, through which the lava flows, is such that they fracture the roof, causing the emission of incandescent materials and gases under great pressure. dominate the landscape, despite the sight of large amounts of cones and numerous eruption exits. An endless amount of lava tongues sprouts from craters which join up, intermingling with each other to form an immense sea of lava, which occupies an entire quarter of the central part of the island. The lava flows stretch all the way from the volcanoes to the distant coastline, reaching up to 20 kilometers in length at certain points. On entering the sea, they caused gigantic columns of vapor to rise, the lava mass forcing the waters to recede, thus considerably increasing the surface area of Lanzarote. Whenever people believed that the fires in the volcanoes were dying out, new fissures opened up and the eruptions regained their former intensity. This was recorded by the priest of Yaitse as follows. On the 18th of October 1730, 3 new openings formed on top of Santa Catalina and from other outlets, from which thick smoke emerges and spreads over the entire island. At the same time, huge quantities of lava and ash are being scattered over the surrounding countryside. The explosions that followed this phenomenon, together with the intense darkness produced by masses of ashes and smoke covering the whole island, caused the inhabitants of Yaitse to take flight several times. Streams and showers of volcanic rains totally destroyed around 30 hamlets, besides causing serious damage to another 20 small villages. Large areas under cultivation were also destroyed, together with crops, barns, water catchments, pasture lands, and livestock. The volcanoes which form Timanfaya National Park were formed during powerful eruptions of basaltic magma. In some ways, they resemble those of Hawaii. This category of volcano emits huge amounts of lava whilst projecting moderate amounts of grains several hundred meters into the air. Grains are carried by the wind and deposited around the areas of their emission. Located at the base of the Macizo del Fuego is a laboratory which registers volcanic movement in Timanfaya. Seismic activity is monitored round the clock in this observatory, as well as deformation of the surface and thermal and gas emissions. During the ascent of Macizo del Fuego, we can clearly see the fissural characteristics of the eruption, as all central emission points are aligned along one single fault.
helped right at the end.
It's great.
Like, no barrier or anything, we're out in the elements.
There must be.
She's a bit
Gradually
scared.
expanding into the newly created substratas with the
It's a long way down there, though.
eagerness of the colonizer. The entire
Oh
Timofaya
my.
area. As we see, it
Look at this
consists
one here.
of a ring-shaped cone with a single central crater, more than 500 meters in diameter and 170 meters. The jets of boiling hot, salty water, which were projected from the craters for several days in the form of enormous geysers, reaching heights of 30 meters. Several cavities known as Devil's Chasms remain in one of the craters, through which scientists have descended to a depth of several hundred meters, at which point the opening becomes too narrow and the heat too intense to continue any further.
Just got all ready for dinner and we're going to head out now. There's some festivities going on around the ship, so we're going to see what's going on as we make our way around and then have some dinner, and then there's also a Christmas show. As we open the door though, I think we've got like a Christmas card or something, because this was in the door. We've got a Christmas card. It says, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Cunard.
Cunard.
From all of us, and then it's got all of the signatures on. Thank you. Tonight in the theatre are two very festive shows for Christmas Eve. I wasn't able to record in the theatre, but I was able to take some pictures. So we had the main show called Deck the Halls, and that was a mixture of festive songs, the ones that you all know and love, by the likes of Slade, Shakin' Stevens, Elton John and Wizard, plus many more. They were performed by various members of the entertainment staff, and it was all set on a stage that was designed like a kitchen at Christmas, where a group of friends got together and were having fun and singing and dancing. Then straight after that, there was a surprise performance by the various members of staff doing the 12 Days of Christmas with props. Now this all got very chaotic and funny as the song got further along and faster, and they were all trying to keep up, remember their parts, and they were all getting confused and running about all over the place. So it was a really funny performance and the crowd really enjoyed it. It was also nice to see some of the staff that were in it that was doing something different to what they normally do around the ship. So it was a lot of fun for them too, and everybody was in high spirits. If you book a booth, I'm just going to take you for a sneaky little look while there's no one in. This is what the booth looks like. And then I think you get a free bottle of wine or champagne and a box of chocolates. I'm not sure on the price, you have to sort of ring the box office. They're just setting up for midnight mass at the minute, but this is your booth. And that's where the stage is, but they're all dotted around the side, so you'll see it from different angles. And then that's to the other ones down there. This is from one of the higher ones. See if we can get to the closest one and see what that's like, which is box 8 or 10. It's almost right on the stage for this one. And then where the boxes are, there's also a little lounge up here as well. There was some artwork on the wall. Got a TV up here. Just got back to the room after the show, and look, got some little prezzies. Got some, what looks like chockies there, some chocolates, and then we've got a little prezzy each with a tag on. Oh, look at this. Over on that side. And it's got the little bear on that side. That's cute. So we'll put this on the tree at home now, and every time we hang it up at Christmas we can remember our little Christmas cruise.
Oh, that's really nice.
And this is a little look at the chocolates, look. Some little truffles. They look delicious. Oh, that's such a nice surprise. What a nice little touch. So that brings us to the end of our Christmas Eve here on Cunard, Queen Victoria. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. It's been lovely and festive, and what a nice surprise to come back to the cabin and have those little gifts for us. It's such a special little touch. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas Eve, however you're celebrating it, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Bye!